Welcome back to another episode of Garage/Yard Sale Video Game Pickups. Now let's go straight to the games. I got a lot of games to go over. Not only do I have to go over what I originally planned on going over, which is the games I got from my friends. I was going to do Super NES this week, but I also have more games that I picked up this weekend, of course. I saw a garage sale and I had to stop there. So let me go over that one first before I get into Super NES games. Now I stopped at this garage sale and I saw, the little section on the table. They said it's $1 each for all the games, and by now you guys know me. If they say $1 each, I'm in. I'm gonna get the game. So, I'm gonna find whatever I don't have yet and just grab it. So all of them turn out to be NES games. There's 7 of them, so let's go over them real quick. The first one is Amagon. Not sure how you pronounce this one, but I did used to play this when I was younger. This one is like, I forgot if he's a Marine, but just a military man that the plane broke down. He's on this island or whatever, and he transformed into a really huge monster, I guess they say Macho Man. I guess that's what they're imitating off of. And he just has to go from one part of the island to the next to try to escape the island. And there's a bunch of enemies, stuff like that you have to shoot down and stuff, which is pretty cool. I actually like this game. At the time, the graphics pretty cool. So so Amagon's not that bad of a game. So definitely check that one out. I'm happy to have it. Next one you guys should know is Friday the 13th. Now this is one of those survival horror games, and it's funny because I really liked this game when I was younger, and then now going back to it, seeing it again, it's wow, this really was not that great of a game. I'm sorry for the people who like it, but I used to love it, and now I'm wow, this is not that great of a game. And as you can see, it's in decent shape. It's not that bad at all. For $1, you can't beat that. The next one is a game that it's called Carnivore. But I remember playing this a long time ago. It's another platformer. You're going to different areas in the map, and you have different style of weapons and stuff. You use bombs, you use different guns, and a whole bunch of different things. And I believe this guy is from the Soviet Union. I believe his name's Karnovsky, if I remember correctly. That's why they call it Karnov for short. But I haven't played this game in a long time, but I do remember it looking really weird, and this style was just weird, it was fun. I remember it being fun, but I remember it being really, really weird style, and the story didn't make any sense, but it was just the shooting aspects, the fact that you could throw grenades and a whole bunch of other things that made it a lot of fun. So definitely take a look at this game. This will be one of the games on my list. If you guys are new this week, what I'm planning to do is actually live stream certain games, old school retro games on Twitch TV. I'm going to do that once a week. I'm going to let you guys decide off a list of games which games you want to see me live stream. So definitely this will be one of the games on that list. And by the way, I did actually get the converter that I needed to live stream the retro games. So I'll do an unboxing of that probably tomorrow or something. So so Carnivore. Hopefully I pronounced it right. I don't know. The next one is Mighty Bomb Jack. Now, this game, as you see, is in really great shape. This game I have not played at all. So, I'm not too familiar with this game. I'm hoping that, it'll be pretty cool. It looks like it's a platformer from what I understand. It looks like one of those basic platformers. And, if I remember correctly, it is it's based off a pyramid or something. He's in pyramids and you have to escape from pyramid. But, I guess I'll find out later. But, I'm always up for platformers and stuff like that, especially for NES, because I feel NES was the king of platformers. They had so many platformers on NES, so add another platformer isn't that bad, and plus, like I said, it was $1, so I feel it's a pretty good pickup anyway. So definitely Mighty Bomb Jack. Alright, next one's The Legacy of the Wizard. Now, this one's an RPG game, and I seen it before, but I do not remember what it looks like at all. And this is one of those games that I'm trying to get into to see what I missed with the RPGs, because a lot of people said the NES had some pretty good RPGs, and obviously the Super Nintendo did as well. And I did not get a chance to do as much RPGs before, but this is also listed as a platformer / RPG. So I'm kind of curious what it's going to look like, what happens when you're platforming and stuff. So yeah, so Legacy of the Wizard. If you guys ever play this game, let me know in the comments down below what it's all about. I mean, I'm obviously going to figure it out later, and this might be one of those games I'll throw into that list. But if you know anything about this game or any other games, feel free to comment about it in the comments down below. That'll help me out. Let me know more about the game so that when I actually play it later, I'm a little prepared what to expect when I'm playing it. So yeah, so on to the next one. Alright, the next one is Robo Warrior. Now, Robo Warrior, alright, the way to explain this game is like Bomberman. It's Bomberman, like, almost exactly, because you lay down bombs and you're destroying, like, obstacles ahead of you, and just like Bomberman, if you lay down a bomb, like, the bombs might explode up and sideways at the same time, and you have to stay out of the way, otherwise you'll die, and anything in that direction, like enemies and stuff, will also die according to where you plant the bombs. And the only difference is he also has a gun and stuff. Like, besides that, it's pretty much Bomberman. I think that's the best way to explain that it's Bomberman. And I'm sure you guys will see that in the video that I'll show you. But yeah, so I think that's the best way to explain this game. But like I said, if you guys have anything else you want to add to that, add it in the comments down below. As you see, I'm trying to get as fast as I can with these because there's so many games to go over. Next one is Sky Kid. Now this one is like a shooter game. It's a side-scrolling shooter game. So I remember one thing that I did remember about this game when I was younger is I didn't understand why the plane was going backwards. I kept saying that because usually when you're playing like an NES game, like, everyone starts out from the left side and you go to the right side. But this game, you're flying the plane from right to left. So for me, I was like, I don't understand why this plane's flying backwards. I never, like, understood until, like, I got older that it's okay for a side scroller to go the other direction too. I always thought you had to go left to right. Because majority games, like, like Super Mario Brothers, something like it showed us that you go from left to right. And that's the proper way to do it. But this game did it the reverse way. You went from right to left. So that's something I noticed. I know it's kind of weird to point out, but that's what I noticed about this game. Besides that, I really don't think the NES had too many good shooters at all anyway, just to be honest with you guys. So, that's pretty much sums up what I think about this game. It's really not the best shooter, but I mean, it's $1. I got it there, and I needed to add it to my collection. As you can see, it is in good shape and stuff like that, minus this little nick right here. So, but yeah, so Sky Kid. Alright, now we're going to jump into the Super NES games that I got from my friend. This is only half those games because, like I said, I don't want to make the episode super long. There's so much to go over. First one we're going to go over is NBA Jam. Now, obviously everyone knows about this game. It's really good condition. NBA Jam, like, this was awesome game back in the day. I used to play it a little bit in the arcade as well, but, like, I hate it in the arcade because arcade, like, I believe they only let you play a quarter, like 1 quarter, and then you have to add more quarters to continue your game, and I thought that was, like, the biggest ripoff when, like, in sports games, like, for arcade, they'll make you keep adding coins to play the rest of the game, and that just pissed me off. So I was so excited that it was on the console version as well. And I had the Super Nintendo version. Some people said that the Genesis version was better, but I preferred the Super Nintendo version. So I'm glad to have this back in my collection because I had it a long time ago, and then, like, I don't know what happened to it. I think it broke, actually. But yeah, NBA Jam was good, man. Like, you put in the code, and I had, like, Bill Clinton playing as Bill Clinton and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. On to the next game. We got Super Mario RPG. Now, this game is a pretty damn good game. This is like, I guess this is like my entry to, like, RPG. I don't know. I'm gonna say Chrono Trigger was, but, like, this is my first look at, like, a fun RPG. Because I thought Chrono Trigger was fun, but it was a lot of grinding. So I think this is, like, my first, like, entry in something that I actually had a lot of fun with. Cause I thought it was pretty funny and the stuff that went on for Super Mario RPG. So yeah, this one's definitely, if you guys don't have this, definitely pick this one up. I really enjoyed it a lot. It teaches you a lot. If you're like a beginner RPG and stuff, like I feel like this is a good one to start out with because it's not super hard at all. And, you know, it'll teach you a lot. So if you're into RPGs today or you want to get into RPGs today, if you have a Super Nintendo, definitely suggest picking this one up. It'll definitely train you to learn how to like do different things in RPG. So, because like Chrono Trigger is not the easiest game, and Chrono Trigger for me was a lot of grinding, but I actually overall enjoyed Chrono Trigger the most. But next one is Donkey Kong Country. Now, this one is once again all in shape. Unfortunately, none of these are box, you know, but like some of the games that I have are pretty rare that he has in here. Obviously, I'm not showing you all the rare ones in this box, but I'm going to show you it for next week. The really rare ones that he has for Super Nintendo. But yeah, Donkey Kong Country was a pretty good game. You know, the music is really good. And I think it was a good setup for my favorite Donkey Kong Country, which is Donkey Kong Country 2 with Dixie Kong and Diddy Kong. I think that one is the best one. The music in that one was just amazing. The gameplay was amazing. Like, that is the best Donkey Kong Country game. Hands down. That's just my opinion, but I feel like it's the best one. So this one's really good as well. I just feel that, I don't know, I prefer Donkey Kong Country 2. Plus, I didn't really like playing with Donkey Kong, to be honest with you. Like, Donkey Kong was not one of my favorite characters to play with, so, I mean, and that's what you get with the first one. So, I don't know, it's up to you guys. Let me know which one you like better, Donkey Kong Country 2, or if you like Donkey Kong Country 3, because that could be, you know, another thing you might like. Alright, on to the next one. So we are going to look at Super Mario Kart. Now, this one, actually you can see my friend's name there. He was so nice to leave his name there in case I forgot who gave this game to me. Now I remember for the rest of my life that, you know, my friend gave it to me. But this Mario Kart is not my favorite Mario Kart. It was great at the time that, you know, it was something new, something different, but at the same time, like, the N64, I feel got, you know, they did it the best. And then right after N64, the Wii U version, which is the latest version, is the one that, you know, got it, like, they did a really good job as well. So, unfortunately, Super NES one for me was not a good one. You know, it looked too blocky, it just didn't work. There's a lot of slowdowns and stuff like that. And I just feel like it was too much for the Super Nintendo to handle. And that's just my opinion on it, but it just looked like it was too much for it to handle. And Super Nintendo never really did a great job when you're moving forward and images are coming towards you. It didn't really do a good job. So like racing games and stuff like that didn't look the best like on a Super NES. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of this one. But you know, some people like it, some people don't. So on to the next one. So we're doing well. We only got 4 more games, and I'm only in 13 minutes. So, alright. Next one is Super Mario World. Now, obviously, this is a great game. A lot of people enjoy this game, but I'm going to do a little twist and say this is not my favorite Super Mario game. I know a lot of people like Super Mario World the best. Everyone says, like, oh, it's the greatest one made. I feel Super Mario Bros. 3 is the best one. But that's just my opinion. Once again, I feel that, you know, it was nicely done. You know, that's the first time that they actually switched up the way it looked from, you know, Super Mario 1 and obviously Super Mario Bros. 2. Because for those who don't know, that's not even a real Mario game. That was originally another game, and they just put the sprites of the Mario characters in that game. But, yeah, so I really think Super Mario Bros. 3 is the best. But once again, if you guys disagree, definitely let me know which one you guys think is the best Super Mario Brothers game down in the comments down below. And yeah, so Super Mario Brothers World though, like this was a good one. Like Super Mario World was a good one still. It did have like different features like the cape. The cape's what really made this game, you know, like a lot of fun. And I think that's what a lot of people actually enjoy this game. And there's a lot of different levels in this one, so for me, though, like I said, Super Mario Bros. 3 all the way. Alright, 3 more games. The next one is my favorite game on the Super NES or Super Nintendo. So a lot of people don't like people say that, but Super Nintendo game that I love the best is The Legend of Zelda: The Link to the Past. I've said this plenty of times. This is my second favorite game of all time. This is my favorite game on the Super Nintendo. First game being Metal Gear Solid. Just to let you guys know, the PlayStation was my favorite game of all time. But this one, as you see, it's decent shape. It's not in the best shape, but you know, I already have one in like perfect shape, so this is just a backup one anyway. But yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say about this game besides that it's just, they did it right. I feel like the way you like move around the world, the way that you had to grab different items and stuff, and they just did a great job in that. Like, I'm about to cry, like how good this game is. But no, they just did an awesome job with this, playing as Link the whole time and just moving around the world. Like, I feel like this is the one that actually was so much fun, trying to figure things out, and the things I didn't figure out, like that's what Nintendo Power was for, because you needed lots of help in this game. Because there's sometimes that like you try to figure things out and you got stuck, and then you're like, oh, I need this item before I move on to the next world and stuff like that. So it was really like a pleasure playing this game when I was younger, and I know that it's still a game that I go back to today, and like I'll just play. You know, I usually play this around the holidays, and I love just sitting down and being the game, the whole game. So, A Link to the Past, if you guys have not played this yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. This is definitely the best Zelda game. Some people say Ocarina of Time is. I say this game is. But the second one, by the way, the second best Zelda game I mentioned before was Majora's Mask. So that's my opinion on that. Alright, so now we're going to get into games that are a little more rare, but not like super rare. We're going to do the Turtles in Time. Now, this one is not super rare, but as you see, it's in really good condition. But it's, you know, it's not too common right now. Not everyone has this game, but this is a really good pickup right here. I was actually happy that he had this in his collection. He used to play this all the time, and you know, I try to beat the time that I beat it the time before my cousin. Each time we just try to beat it faster and faster. And it's pretty cool. You know, this is a really good game. This is a good addition to like the beat 'em up style game play. And you know, obviously the arcade was better, but to have it ported over to the Super Nintendo and it looked pretty decently and it played decently was always a treat. And like, I really enjoyed when they made this game. So just to let you know, this Turtles in Time is a really good game. If you don't have it, if you find it for really cheap, get it, because they're jacking up the price for this for no reason, I feel. I mean, I guess it is for a reason, but every Super Nintendo game, they're jacking up the price. So if you could find it for really cheap, make sure you get Turtles in Time. I think this is one of the best ones. They also have the Genesis version is really, really good. So Genesis version, you gotta grab that as well. So if you find any of these for cheap, pick it up. Alright, so 18 minutes, damn. So this is the last game in the pickup. And this is Mega Man. Now, Mega Man Soccer is a fun game. Alright, as you see, it's in really good condition. It's not too common to pick it up anymore. I mean, it is, you know, you can get it, but a lot of people like jack up the price and stuff. So when you find this anywhere, or you get a chance to get it cheaper, like it's really good find. Mega Man Soccer is a lot of fun. I really enjoy this. If you guys haven't played this, you get to select different characters from the Mega Man world, and even including the bosses and stuff like that, and you can play as them. And each of them have like a special shot. And if you do like the default mode, then you have 2 special shots per halftime. And you can actually kick the special shot, and something crazy happens to the ball, like Mega Man's like power shot and stuff like that. Like the ball will like burst, and like anyone that gets in the way of the ball gets knocked down. So if you make it your way towards a goalie and you take a shot, the goalie will get knocked down the ball and the ball will still roll in. It's a lot of fun. So if you guys get a chance to pick this game up for cheap, definitely suggest getting Mega Man Soccer. And yeah, so that is all the games I got so far. You know, I added on a whole bunch of games. I have more games to discuss besides what my friend gave me in his bundle. So we still got like about, I think, 15 more games or 14 more games for SNES just for my friend. Plus I got like about another 8 games I have to go over before that. So we got a long way to go, but that's a good thing, you know, plenty of footage to show you guys. So that's it for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or, you know, any reason that you want to like trade or something, just let me know in the comments down below. And if you're new to this channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. So this is Hector from Not Too Nerdy. I'm out. See you, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Also, if you're new to this channel, subscribe so you can see new videos from me every week. And remember, it's okay to be not too nerdy.